Mike here with the Boys Burger Club. I know these are tough times of battling COVID-19. Everybody's bored out of their minds, and everybody's trying to do what they can to give back, not only to the great state of Arizona, to our great nation, and the globe right now. And I thought the best thing that I could possibly do for our Burger Club nation, when we are changing the world one bun at a time, is to share my secret recipe when it comes down to making delicious burgers. Now, my burgers are world-renowned. As a matter of fact, Chef Ramsay has reached out to me a couple times for my recipe. He's offered to actually open up a restaurant in my name because my burgers are just that good. Actually, that's not true at all. But I thought I would share my secret recipe. In addition, coming up this following Saturday, we're doing a Boys Burger Club cook-off where everybody's encouraged to make their own recipe, make their own burger, and post it on the Boys Burger Club page. But the first thing that I start with, obviously, is a delicious ground beef. It wasn't the easiest to find, but I did find it at Smart and Final right down the street from my house. I typically like to go with the 93% ground beef. It's just my way. I know a lot of people like to do the 80-20, but it's my way of battling and fighting my potential heart disease. So I start with the ground beef. One of my secrets to it, and what I do to hold the ground beef together, I know a lot of people can use vegetable oil or olive oil, but I actually use a raw egg. And so what I do is I obviously crack the egg and then I beat it. I beat it like one of those coronavirus infested bats. Try to get it, just get it all mixed up really good. And then what I do is I use a fork and I drizzle, some of the egg into it. Make sure that I don't have too much. Nothing's worse than having too much egg in your ground beef. Do a little bit more. One more. It's very hard to get just the right amount in the ground beef. All right, so once I got the raw egg in there, now it comes down to my seasoning. Of course, I like to use a little bit of regular table salt. I like to use the coarse ground black pepper. Also, I like garlic salt. I put a little bit of garlic salt in my hamburgers. Now, where some of the secret flavor comes from, what I like to do is I like to get Lipton onion soup mix and grind it up a little bit, and I like to put that in my ground beef. It gives you that perfect onion flavor. I like to make sure that I do it for both my wife and I. That way we both got onion breath. So even though there's not a lot of kissing going on right now during these trying times, that way at least we are on equal footing. And then the last thing I like to put into it is to give it a unique flavor is I like to put Worcestershire sauce in my ground beef and in my hamburger meat. I love the flavor of Worcestershire sauce, but you don't want to put too much in there. Okay, and so you get it in there, and then you just get ready to mix it. I like to use my hands. Always take off my wedding ring. I tell my wife this way I don't get any kind of salmonella or any kind of yucky stuff in my ring, but it's actually just an excuse to say I left it at home and go cruise mill. Actually, I don't even know if people cruise mill anymore, but it's an opportunity. All right, so then I get in there and then I just mix it up with my hands. You gotta work that raw egg in there so it's spread out evenly, and then you can begin to feel it as the meat starts to stick together. Yeah. All right. So then, now I'm using a pound. So I make myself a 3/4 pound burger, and then the rest of my family, they split up a 1/4 pound. Because, I'm making it, I'm doing all the work, so I should be entitled. All right, so then I start and get the right amount, and then I just start to form my patty. I like to start with a ball. Maybe I should try meatballs one day. And then just smack the crap out of that sucker till it's nice and flat. And then I put it on my dish right here. And I always spray my dish a dish with cooking spray, so that way when I'm taking them off, they come off the dish really easily and right on to the grill. And you can just smell that mixture of onion soup mix and Worcestershire sauce. All right, so get ready to check out the final product. and that is my special hamburger recipe.